Look at the quality of players Bruno has had and compare that to the players Fernandes, KDB has had. KDB has had Aguero, literally one of the greatest players, greatest strikers in Premier League history.
Yeah.
Has had Haaland, also arguably one of the greatest strikers in Premier League history during his tenure. Obviously,
but don't you think? But he helped them also be great. Like you can't.
No.
Take the goals.
Don't get me wrong.
Some of the passes, Charlie, we were here.
Sulia.
Welcome to
Sulia. Yeah. Welcome back. I'm sure it's been a long time since you've seen us. You know, especially after the international break.
The worst time in a football fan's
this
life.
international break was very long. Don't you think so?
I mean, it was, but
Like 2 weeks. Wow.
I enjoyed it personally.
Really?
I mean, there
It
was
was fun.
some nice parts.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ghana going to the game and all that. Check out that vlog from Zoo the God if you've not
A
seen it.
Sulia production.
Yeah. So the Premier League is back. There were some games during the week,
Yeah.
and then there are some games to look forward to on the weekend as well. But obviously, it's crunch time. There are about 8 or 9 matches, depending on how many fixtures you have.
Yeah.
The title race is shaping up. Is that the right word?
That's shaped up.
That's shaped up.
That's
But you know, as I was saying, until we hold the trophy,
points deduction, guys.
you never know.
Points
On
deduction.
whose end?
It can happen.
We are praying for points deduction.
But they then say, what's it called? Right now that certain players are back, certain teams said that they will win the league. So
Yeah,
I don't
let's
want to
see, let's
name
see.
names, mention.
So yeah, as you can see, or as everybody knows, the title race. Yeah, so there's a 12-point gap, as you said.
Massive.
Liverpool is 12 points ahead of us now, and by calculations, if we can win 4 more games, which is 12 more points, no matter what Arsenal does,
Yeah.
they will give us a guard of honor, which I'm really waiting for. You know?
And considering the run of form, Liverpool have won 4 in the last 5. Arsenal has won, I think, 2 in the last 5. So it
I
seems
think
like
it's safe to
Liverpool
say that Liverpool have
they're
won
in a
the
comfortable
Premier
lead.
League. Yeah. To be fair though, they have started grinding out results, which I find the mark of every champion.
That's a champion
Even when they're not
stuff.
playing well, they grind out the 1-0s and stuff like that. So
Yeah, even against Everton.
yeah.
That was a hard-fought game. We had to. And at the end, Diogo Jota did the magic and we scored. So that was Liverpool. I mean, Arsenal too. Also in the, during the week, they played against Fulham.
London
A
derby.
lot of Arsenal, Fulham links there, you know. And I mean, Arsenal managed to score. The highlight of the match was the star boy coming back. But we'll talk more about that one later on. But yeah, Arsenal also managed. They're still on our heels, even though they are a little far from the heel.
I think they are more. They are looking behind them a little bit. Nottingham
yeah,
Forest and things are also picking up some decent points. Forest did a madness.
You see, Elanga didn't celebrate.
He
But the guy they
celebrated,
ran,
Master. He celebrated, Papa. What he did was a
personally-
celebration.
they're running.
No. The way he come there, like it's this guy credited us to us last season. Hatsidodo, like
Yeah,
you know, they celebrate by they celebrate. Like Charlie.
Me personally, I want to go back to international break.
Oh, Charlie.
I'm ready to go.
Do you know
I'm
the
ready to go
funniest
back.
start ahead?
No.
The Man U haven't won 2 back-to-back games this whole season
You are
in
joking.
the Premier League. They have not won like 1 match, and the next match they won again the whole season.
Which means against City, we can expect them to.
But I was hearing Joel saying that their coach was nominated for coach of the month. So I'm very surprised. Like,
We only played 2 matches. One
But
of them
they-
was a draw, one of them was a win. So in nada.
so Farid, how do you see like the whole season, how it unfolded unto this point, the title race? You know, what do you think?
To be fair, one of the most boring seasons ever. Title race sewn up with 8 games to go. Relegation practically sewn up. Wolves won midweek against West Ham. So realistically, the 3 relegation candidates are all
Another
decided.
interesting thing about the relegation candidates, they are asking if Southampton are going to beat Derby County's record of 11
Oh,
points.
Charlie.
Yo,
How many points do they have?
10.
Oh no, but they have at least one more point. At least one more point in them. Spurs, then they can't catch Spurs this weekend.
I suppose they're an interesting team.
But they tried though. They
Against
actually,
Chelsea.
even Southampton.
Southampton.
They tried against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Bournemouth? No, Crystal Palace.
They won. Did they win?
No, they drew, but it was a last-minute equalizer from Palace. Charlie, the way I FPL, I drafted in like 3 or 4 Palace players.
Same.
Charlie, they're
I
more
did my work
disappointed.
and all, but still,
Bro, Mateta.
I am far.
But let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
So yeah,
But-
what do you think? Yeah.
Right now, I'd say the only thing worth watching, in my opinion, not just because I'm a Chelsea fan, is the race for top
Top 4.
5. Because if an English team managed to win one more game in any European competition,
You
the
get
5th
5
spot
points.
is guaranteed.
Okay.
Champions League.
And that is looking quite spicy. Chelsea currently in the driver's seat, but the running that Chelsea have, eesh,
It's tough.
It's a lot.
it's tough.
So if Chelsea managed to win the Conference League
Yeah.
and they finish 4th, they go
Yeah.
to Champions League.
Nah,
not-
Europa. And they finished 4th, yeah, Champions League, yeah. But it depends. I think that whoever finishes 5th, it might be a bit shaky. Because if any of the 2 English teams left in the Europa League win, then we're looking at some
Conference.
some Europa League, Conference League skirmishes.
But how do you see the Conference League this season?
Charlie. I mean, to be fair,
They're traveling. I mean, I know you didn't travel some, but
it's cool.
We
I mean,
went to the corners of the.
at least every time we are playing
all the corners of
Conference
Europe.
League, at least there's
a
a
lot
win.
of, and a lot of people, other players get a chance.
Yeah. But I was so confident that would win it until I saw today that Real Betis
The
are
teams,
still
yeah.
in the Conference
Some of
League.
the
Real
teams,
Betis.
Charlie, Anthony's Real Betis.
Bro,
It's not easy.
It's crazy.
Anthony and Isco Disco.
What about Joe? How do you see the season and how it has unfolded? I
Tell
know
me.
you are not in the any race.
Oh, yeah.
Anything, but
Oh,
they are
yeah.
still not
We
getting
did
relegated.
the Europa League.
Europa League.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, still in the Europa League.
Ah,
Can you
yeah.
imagine?
What
So if
about
they
that
win the
team?
Europa League,
We go to
United
Champions
United will
League.
go Champions League next season.
But how then go in Europa League?
Charlie, it's possible.
It's a
It's
cup
very
competition.
possible.
Takashi.
Takashi then goes
Takashi,
in and win the
Takashi,
thing.
Charlie. But that's what we're focused on right now as United. Like, I've seen a lot of. There's been so much controversy with United. We sacked Ten Hag, we brought in Amorim, Rashford left, Garnacho sold his house, or selling his house. Charlie, there's so much going on. Like Dallo, Diallo is the star boy, injured now. Who's the star boy? Fernandes was the whole fight with Fernandes and Roy Keane. But today he won Player of the Month. Like it's very topsy-turvy.
Do you think he deserved it?
Oh yes, I think he did.
The whole Premier League.
The whole Premier League, this
The whole
month,
Premier League match.
The 2
Bruno.
matches.
the 2 matches, bro. He scored what? He scored.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, yeah.
Hey.
But that's against Leicester. Everybody does that to Leicester.
Even before the Leicester match, he has scored. It's not the free kick he scored against Everton. But he has done. He has tried. He has
Fair
scored
enough.
maybe like 3 goals.
I feel like
Assisted 2.
the Premier League, they like
So-
inclusion. Like,
Yeah.
this person I want to say, Charlie, for make this guy to win.
Ah,
so,
it's
Charlie.
a D, yeah, I will tell you.
But what's it called?
Oh,
The other nominees, they're not like serious guys.
Yeah.
So
Maybe the D,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so
no top player has been banging. Salah has been missing.
Isaac has been doing bits.
Who?
Isaac. Strand Larsen.
Okay.
Larson to
Yeah, Sean Larson was nominated, but
Why didn't he win?
how many goals did he score? Is it just 2? Fernandes scored 3 and assisted.
But yet again, towards the end, they couldn't win 2 matches in a row.
Charlie,
What kind of team is this?
it is what
So
it is.
First of
Right
all,
now-
where
right
am I
now-
on the league table?
Well, 13th.
Wow.
Comfortably made. But to be fair, me, I can't talk because we've been there recently.
Very
so, Charlie,
recently.
I
It
can
happens,
sympathize.
it happens. We say it happened, but we finished 8th.
Yeah,
was
what
hard.
else is- yeah.
It was not the best. But yeah, anyway, speaking of top players, Arsenal got their main man back, Bukayo.
Instant
Bukayo.
impact.
And he was only on the pitch for like 5 minutes.
You know when I saw he scored, I assumed he started.
You know,
I assume he started.
Because me, I put him on my team.
Charlie,
but
he's
he
my
was
team
on the
now.
bench.
He's my team now, Charlie.
Because I know, say, go come inside. I was like, okay, you at least let me have him for the future.
He banged.
Immediately he came on, I was like, yeah, is this guy going to
Arsenal have
score?
missed him
And
because
true, he
Charlie.
scored. A very good player that day too was Martinelli. Martinelli really played well. Did you see the
Yeah.
assist that he gave?
Nah.
The flick. It was interesting. Guys know the
But-
watch ball
but-
anymore.
So they're saying that, oh, Charlie, with Arsenal there, if you come on now, one person to must leave.
Saka come.
In summer
But to
on
be fair-
Gabriel is out for the season.
Arsenal have had a lot of injury problems
Yeah.
this season. Like Bukayo, hey, I always call him Bukayo. Bukayo Saka got injured all the way in December.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when the Arsenal fans used the excuse
Before
that.
that, Odegaard had
Odegaard too got
just
injured.
come
Yes,
back.
yes. He got injured for a long time.
Yeah.
When he came, no, Saka
Saka
went.
went, yeah.
And now Saka has come back after so long.
You think
Yeah.
if they had their full strength team, they would have competed?
I feel like they would have had a better challenge because this season there were some matches where you could see that the spark, no, that
Yeah,
Saka
it's missing.
Because I feel like they still found a way to win. I mean, the fact
They
that
did.
Mikel Merino is still popping up with like
You
goals.
remember
here and
that
there.
era of the corner era?
Yeah.
The dark arts era, yeah.
The 666 era, yeah. It's funny that that's just passed now. But they did find a way to
They
win,
found a
but
way
I
to
just
win.
felt like a star presence wasn't there, and they couldn't really do magic, and they trailed off.
I think also Odegaard lost form at a
Yeah.
certain point in the season that
And very
Really?
surprisingly, Thomas Partey
Charlie
played the
Picked
whole
up
season.
Charlie
Yo.
the
That's-
injury man.
Huh.
Playing
The
the-
whole season. People are saying it's because his contract is over.
New
He's playing
contract,
for a
yeah.
new guy. He don't get time for Charlie.
People also are saying that
That.
there's some allegations that have come up for the last.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We can never.
Alleged
we
allegations.
have never confirmed
False.
these things.
They've never-
Accusations.
They
the-
don't even mention his name outrightly. That
You know, apparently, right? Even the international break, Arsenal, after he scored the 2 goals, Arsenal
he
didn't
didn't
post
say
him.
anything.
Charlie.
Yeah.
And
Meanwhile,
who
they've-
knows?
They've not said much. Apparently, the fans too are disgruntled about the whole issue
Yeah.
because you know how English people
Yeah,
are very
yeah.
sensitive. Even about cats, they are sensitive.
He's saying about cats.
So, yeah. And this guy took Fury. I saw that he's on some modeling vibe, Hector Bellerin stuff. Instead
Charlie.
of,
So focusing on the.
So,
But he's
Oh, so
injured
that,
too,
it's
so-
over. It's over. Charlie.
yeah. And I said it earlier that he will be the flop of the
Flop
season.
of the
But
season.
I don't know.
so do you think it was the flop of the season?
Just
far.
for not playing. He played well when he was on the pitch, but
Scored
I
some
mean,
that wonder goal. versus
somebody
City.
said availability is the best ability.
Do you remember who your flop of the season was?
Cole Palmer.
Kopama. 50-50. Who was yours? Calafiori.
was-
Honestly,
Never
Cole
the
Palmer he hasn't. Yesterday,
He assisted.
he was as first as since December.
Then wait, the season.
The season.
His goal involved. This was his first goal involvement in the past 3 months.
The
Doesn't matter.
season.
But that's very interesting
flop.
because when Jackson came back, no, you could see
Oh,
that.
yeah. Charlie Jackson, they tried.
It's not a flop. Because
Jackson
at
is
some points he was the best player in the
Yes,
league.
he was.
So
but
he
then
can't be the
in
3
the
months.
past 3 months,
You know
he has
what's
not
crazy?
been
9
involved
months.
in any
You know what's
goal.
crazy actually? I just thought about this today, right? Who, and this is like off topic, right? But who would you say this season, right, would have been your sign of the season? I can't think of any player who was signed in the summer that I would point to and say this is the sign of the season.
Across the league,
Yeah, no, across in the Premier League. The only player that I can think of right now was the January signing, Omar Mamouche. Like I can literally think of
one
nobody
cry.
else.
no Mamouche, but he has not scored. He has scored a few goals.
Like I like
But-
literally like who else? Like think of any of the signings like Solanke, Sterling to Arsenal.
Sri Lanka has been a flop. Oh.
Yeah, I mean
Solanke. Hey, he has also been injured so much, you see. But he was scoring at some era.
Neto. I was gonna say Neto, but even
Pedro
Neto said
Neto.
like me.
We only had some era.
Mamouche's impact is far better than Neto, and it's crazy. He was signed in January.
Mamouche has scored how many goals? 3.
Yeah, but still like look at impact.
impact, yeah.
Like
Because he has two.
I think
got
yeah,
injured.
well,
honestly,
Charlie,
this season-
it's hard for me. I can't
this
give it to
season.
Mamouche.
No, because I mean, who else? Like literally, think of anybody else. Like just start going through the teams: United, Arsenal, Liverpool, City.
Do you think
He signed-
I think Mazzarri has been decent.
Decent again, but like
Mazraoui,
looking at like
Mazraoui.
He has played nice football because he hasn't played. He's even playing out of position.
He's my
Oh no,
guy.
it's not even about
the
Man
guy-
U nigga.
the
'Cause
defender that's
I'm just saying.
At the
the
beginning
summer.
of the after the Euros.
After the Euros now.
also beats
He fell, he
Ugarte.
fell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go on. Okay,
Ah,
what about
Merino,
Merino?
Okay, I think no. I would rather say David Villa.
Ryan over be Ryan. Yeah.
But he was already
Yeah,
answered.
he was in Arsenal last season.
Simtora also started well. Can't lie.
Manuel
Yeah.
January, yeah.
Marlon, what happened to his hair, yo? Like he had
It's
such
by choice,
full
oh.
hair.
Yeah.
All of
By
a sudden,
choice.
The Sakura is like logged in Sakura. I see Sanchez, Charlie,
Me
but
say.
he was balding.
Oh, Sanchez made some serious save.
Charlie.
Hey, you
But
saw
to be
the
fair,
save?
he almost cost us the goal. If they hadn't ruled out offside, they would have been an
Yeah.
absolute howler.
How
Hey,
did he save that? Maybe it's not a lefty.
he be there can't keep us. He be there can't keep us.
Jackson, there I go slap that guy.
Can we
That
remove-
guy, I believe in him, but he's making my belief go down.
Still,
actually.
still,
If we go
still,
cutting hair
still
again.
without a goal involvement.
We'll go do the Santo
It's
again.
been 9 games now. without a
slap
goal
him.
involvement. Charlie, he was in your team for the longest time. Oh,
At the
Charlie.
beginning when he was doing well, he was
Yeah.
supporting my players. But yeah, we all know how that went.
He-
Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so there's more news,
Speaking of players,
Yes.
and speaking of transfers,
Speaking of transfers, and nice one there. Just speaking of transfers and players of the season and flops of the season. KDB, okay? One of the best players the Premier League has ever seen. Scored, I think, like 100 and over 100 goals in over 400 appearances. Otherworldly.
yeah,
Which 3 midfielders do you think he's part of the best midfielders? And if you think so, which other players? Top 3. Let me hear you.
me first.
As you said, availability is the what? Best ability. Based on that alone, I don't think he would be in the top.
104 goals.
I agree. Maybe looking at goals. Are you seriously? You want to talk about
Bruno
goals?
As
Sepp
a
has
midfielder.
Bruno Sepp has even
And the
passed.
championships that they won and how
Bruno Sepp
impactful
has
he
even
was.
passed KDB in
Okay,
the goals.
let's hear your top 3 midfielders in the Premier League of all time. But
Probably.
let me not even say all time. Let me be generous. The last 10 years.
Last 10 years.
Best 3
when
midfielders.
did-
All time.
No,
all
no,
time.
let's
10
say
is such a
Premier League.
short. Yeah, Premier League all
era.
time. Yeah,
Okay,
Premier League all
So
time.
Premier League era.
Premier League era.
So
Okay.
Premier League era, Yaya Toure.
Really? Okay, top 3. Continue.
Yaya Toure, Fabregas. Eesh.
Crazy.
And Kevin De Bruyne.
Is that your all-time top 3?
No, wait.
Continue.
Circle back.
No, continue.
Come
Like,
on,
I'm
no,
interested.
no,
You say
no,
yeah,
no,
Toure.
no,
You say Fabregas.
You said De Bruyne is definitely not part because he was injured so much.
You're going to add Michael Carrick as well, or who? Some rogue shouts.
Hey,
Some
sorry.
rogue shouts.
Let me
Some
rewind.
rogue shouts.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. So remove Fabregas. If it's Premier League era, it is Lampard, Scholes, Gerrard. That's
Simple.
it. Honestly,
Lampard, Scholes, Gerrard. Same.
That's literally it.
I feel like recency bias is such,
It's such an evil thing
because you people are sitting there looking at De Bruyne doing some catch and
because he
things
gets
like
some
that.
incisive pass.
No,
No,
but
Yeah.
De Bruyne, some of the things he did.
The brother they press L2 then triangle then the
They
ball.
do the
go.
ball.
No,
No,
but some
yeah,
of the
no.
passes,
You
some
have
of the
to
assists.
also look at the players that De Bruyne played with. Sometimes we reference the strikers that De Bruyne is feeding are scoring the goals.
But he was not the only midfielder.
Yeah, but that is his forte,
Yes.
passing.
Some
But
of the passes, like it's harder to miss. Like sometimes
Oh.
when the ball gets to you,
I've seen some passes. Gerard give Ngog some
no,
passes.
but that wasn't Gerard's like.
But he was still
main
giving
thing.
some passes. That's what I'm saying. Like you're looking at assists and looking at goals. Like yeah, there's a certain level of
And the number of trophies
eloquence
and the number, the
ability.
impact he had in
Again,
the trophies they
the,
won.
the impact in the trophies, we can debate it to high heaven because you look at Aguero's impact in some of them, Haaland's impact in some of them, Sterling's impact in some of them.
Facts.
Like, it's cool and all, but that City team, there's like always going to be an asterisk on that City team because
But De Bruyne was the one.
De Bruyne was doing it consistently.
So how he was only
let-
injured mainly for last season.
The,
or-
the stats are here.
Okay.
So I'm comparing Fernandes to
Of course.
Fernandes in your top 3.
He's not in my top 3.
Right. But let's hear.
But I'm just saying that like for somebody who's not even my top 3,
Yeah.
I'm using his stats to compare to KDB. KDB against Fernandes. KDB has 280 appearances. Fernandes has 188. KDB has 70 goals. Fernandes has 62. So Fernandes has 62 goals, like 8 goals shy from KDB in about 100 games less.
Yeah, but to be fair, Fernandes takes all the penalties.
and takes
But-
everything. He's the only guy.
De
Yeah.
Bruyne doesn't take penalties.
Oh,
He's taking
KDB
penal-
takes penalties sometimes.
1-2, but normally
He has.
the
Hardly
striker
ever.
in the team normally takes it for City.
Fair. We go.
But still very interesting to be fair, actually. Still because it's a United team that underperforming.
Yes.
The fact that
He has 118 assists. Fernandes has 15. So, Charlie, honestly,
The eye
like,
test.
you look at
The
that-
eye test.
No, master, the eye test. Yes, the eye test.
the assist,
Oh, dear, oh my
assist
God.
be different. Assist, yeah.
He's not an
no
assist.
because you see, the
And
assist then, the assist.
He was saying the last time that the people he passes to, they
The ball he passes to,
don't they finish their chances.
they know they finish.
How long did they finish their chances?
No, because listen, De Bruyne has.
Hey,
has
Bruno,
look
number
at the
one
quality of players Bruno has had, and compare that to the players Fernandes. KDB has had. KDB has had Aguero, literally one of the greatest players, greatest strikers in Premier League history.
Yeah.
Hazard, Haaland, also arguably one of the greatest strikers in Premier League history during his tenure. Obviously,
So-
But that's the
talent.
thing, but he helped them also be great. Like you can't
No.
take the goals.
Don't get me
without-
wrong.
Some of the passes, Charlie, we were here.
I feel like even last
Charlie,
season,
De Bruyne sometimes
last
I
season
see.
when De Bruyne wasn't playing, City were still finding ways to win. Like
But when he came back, no.
he did some,
You can
he had
see
some
that-
impact. Fair enough.
And how even you are talking about very good strikers. Haaland scored like 50 goals in his first season with De Bruyne. When De Bruyne got hit, Haaland, okay, he can score. We can still see the quality, but the explosiveness and all striking play that Haaland came with was obviously not there.
De Bruyne is good. I'm not saying De Bruyne is a shit player.
Doesn't
No, I'm
add
saying he
impact.
also the
Yeah,
so-called great
yeah,
strikers.
yeah,
they
you-
need the
but
service.
I
Like
would say that
and he was the
before
service
and
man.
after him, these strikers are still
national
going to
service
do
person.
stuff. But you look at some of these players, some of the other midfielders, and who they played with, and like look at Lampard like this, for example, like the goals Lampard has scored in his entire Premier League
You
career.
let me restate the thing.
Uh-huh.
In recent times, 'cause if we
So in
say-
recent times,
if we
yeah.
say Gerrard, Scholes, and Lampard, that one
It's
there,
hard to
you
break
can't-
that duopoly. Yeah. In recent times,
Recent times,
yeah, Toure has to be up there certainly.
yeah.
I'd say Rodri just for his impact.
Really?
Rodri just for his impact has to be
Really?
there.
Let him say
Like
his
the
own,
fact that
please.
like City are missing Rodri so bad that like no player has had an impact
I don't think
that
personally. I don't think City
Ballon
performance.
d'Or. Ballon d'Or.
Fine.
Ballon d'Or.
Fine.
As soon as I say Ballon d'Or,
Cannavaro
you have to
also
stop talking.
won Ballon
You let him
d'Or.
say
Yeah,
the
but
three.
no, but
But
yeah, so-
Cannavaro also did very well.
and De Bruyne.
Thank you.
Has to be-
Well,
So you
well,
said what? Yeah, Toure, Rodri, and De Bruyne. So literally
three Man
City,
City guys.
City
Yeah.
midfield.
Yeah, but they are serious guys.
But those were the
Yeah,
those-
Toure, yeah,
yeah, probably the
Okay,
best
so me
midfielders.
personally, I will not add Rodri to the list because one Rodri, I honestly can't agree or say that City's performance or lack of performance this season is just due to Rodri not being in the team. It can't be.
He's the
So who are your
common-
top three?
Who are your top
My
three?
top three: Yaya Toure, as I
Mention
said
Bruno
initially.
Fernandes.
Yaya Toure, David Silva, and maybe Fabregas.
Fab.
Is it that you just don't want to mention De Bruyne? Or?
I just don't.
Also, I don't
mention
get
De
so.
Bruyne.
I don't understand.
I know.
What's De Bruyne,
I know. Since
Charlie,
it's Yaya
I
Toure,
can't
De
believe
Bruyne,
De Bruyne.
and
Hey, KDB.
what's his name?
Charlie.
David Silva.
He was in Chelsea.
KDB. Ha, Charlie. I'm just seeing the Charlie.
Yeah, but
My
anyways,
top three. Let me see.
It also was there.
De Bruyne for sure.
longevity.
What do you say? Also was also very good. Actually.
Longevity.
No, the recent time.
Recent times.
KDB.
Any Liverpool midfielders?
I don't have any of mine.
Fabinho.
Fabinho. That was like 2 years.
Wijnaldum.
That was like 1 year.
It wasn't long enough. At that time, like the whole team was also playing so well.
Captain
so you can't
Henry.
really say it. But I wish Firmino was a midfielder. Firmino. Anytime I see any picture of him, I feel
he's not a
some pain.
midfielder.
I feel some pain. But if we could add Firmino, it would have been great. So yeah, I can't say a three. I'll just say De Bruyne. De Bruyne.
But anyway, speaking of De Bruyne,
Yeah.
and
Speaking of De Bruyne,
it's
yeah,
an end of an era essentially
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he's what?
he's leaving Man City. He
He's
just
announced it.
announced today.
Is that where he's going?
No, but I'm suspecting he's going to Saudi.
Saudi.
Oh,
The money
yeah.
is cashing in.
I mean,
To be
there
fair-
are a lot of good players there
To be
now.
fair,
so
I've
why
seen De
not?
Bruyne. Some of the matches De Bruyne has played this season, like he's not up to it.
Yeah, he's an old man now, like, and he gave us his best years. So.
Like he himself even mentioned this last season, like when they're interviewing him about like the money and things. He's like, yo, like the money he will make in Saudi, Charlie.
And remember when he said that, but he doesn't know why they're playing him for this match. Like he's kind of injured. He go on the pitch, he got injured. So
Yeah.
shout out to De Bruyne. You were a lovely guy to watch.
Premier League legend.
Ginger Pele.
What a
Ginger
baller.
Pele.
Yeah, KDB.
Ex-Chelsea boy.
He's the only one who matched this guy's assist. Henry, the 20 assists.
He didn't surpass it.
He didn't pass.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
think there's a
didn't
case
pass. I
on
think
that
it's
thing on TVH. But Salah too, he has reached there now. No. But in the
Yeah.
last thing I want to talk about, speaking of guys, today we're speaking of guys. Speaking of guys who are leaving, Trent Alexander-Arnold.
AKA Judas Iscariot.
Judas
Hey!
Iscariot.
Judas is a carrot. Bro, Charlie.
This he hasn't said himself, but Fabrizio has come out to say that it's happening.
It's confirmed. This is Madrid's MO.
You see Madrid, they are MO.
Yeah,
They
MO.
come in the back, they see that a good player is having some. They almost did it with Alfonso before he did a rap that he's staying and all, but
Yeah.
Trent looks like he's gone.
As a Liverpool fan, how do you feel about it? Do you feel betrayed? Because I feel like the general consensus is
honestly,
divided.
maybe I'm not the best Liverpool fan to ask this, but I mean,
You're not a scouser, born and bred.
I'm the only part that is paining me is that he's going for free.
Because the argument is that he was brought up, first of all, he's a local lad,
Yes.
brought up in the academy.
Yep.
Like essentially, Liverpool
Future
made him
captain.
future captain. And he's also expressed the desire to stay at the club forever
Yes.
in the past.
Me, my only problem is he's going for free, based on what you're saying.
Yeah.
At least we should have got some value for all of that, all the investment. But I mean, we did
Sign
win.
an extension because somebody was saying this. There was a very good point. McAllister, before he joined Liverpool, he actually signed an extension with Brighton so
Just
that
so that
they
Liverpool
could get a
pay.
fee for him.
And
Yeah. And
that's
I feel
what
like
we should
Trent could have done that.
But these, I don't know, honest, these American guys. You see, even with the Salah and Virgil, we have 8 games to go. We still don't know absolutely sure.
Yeah.
We are hoping that the two of them will stay if Trent is going. At least Trent has some cover. Bradley is out there. We can get somebody to play. Rakekes, I'm hearing that maybe we can
It's
get
a
him.
good shout. Yeah.
But it's not Trent's quality, but
I feel like the
we
precedent
can
is
get good
there.
players to play.
Liverpool as the owners, like there's a certain cap to how much some of these players can earn, and it doesn't help that they are performing out of their skin this season.
Like Salah, for example.
How much can Salah earn?
Not
How
that
much
much.
does he earn
I
currently?
think he's on like 300k or something like that.
The
How
most
much
they can
more
give him
can
is
he earn?
because Haaland is
No, but
only
Haaland
because
is
of-
what, 500k?
But he's owned by a state.
Again, it's a
Always
different
remember.
club, different
Yeah.
finances, so it's
We
kind of
have
a bit of a
different
sticky one.
ideas.
I
they,
think
should
they
go
always
they should follow what Chelsea is doing.
Charlie points. Oh, they pay
Chelsea
them points.
sold their female club
Oh,
to a sister
Charlie.
company like that they own, and
Bro.
they said there's no problem.
We can't keep getting
It's
away with
creative
this.
accounting.
We can't
Creative
keep getting
accounting,
away
bro.
with it.
You can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it! He won't.
But yeah,
But they
Trent-
keep doing it.
They keep doing
But if
it.
they make rules, people always try and circumnavigate.
Find the loopholes.
So Trent wearing white of Los Blancos.
Do you think he'll do well at Madrid?
No,
Why not? But I wish him
Personally-
the best, honestly, because there's really no bad blood. It's just me.
The argument has been made that he's done everything he can do with Liverpool. He's won everything he can win.
Yes.
And it's time for a new challenge.
me personally, I get what you're saying. I
I don't
know
see him-
how you guys are pained because we went through the same thing with David Beckham. Literally,
Yeah.
David Beckham was
But
literally
he was fighting with the coach. So
he was
he had
fighting.
a reason to go.
Yeah, but
But
that,
Trent was the reason. Like,
He's fighting
He's
the
just
coach
tired,
on the
like-
back. Who knows?
no, your coach, his main coach has left. That's Klopp.
It's right or
So
die.
he's now with somebody else that he didn't.
and he still
envy.
won the trophy. I mean,
So I guess for him too, it's also
but
like
we will win the trophy. Let me see.
Klopp leaving and everyone's fine with it. It's also fine that he should also leave.
Yeah,
like
but Klopp wasn't born and bred.
Klopp wasn't born and bred.
Klopp
Trent
was-
has
Scouser.
literally been here his whole life. Like, it's crazy.
Honestly, it's a two-edged sword. I can see both sides. I feel like also Beckham leaving to Real Madrid was the making of David Beckham because he wouldn't have been the superstar he was if he didn't.
He was a superstar.
He was a
He was
local
a
lad.
good
He was a
player. Yeah.
Premier League star. Once he went to Madrid,
Worldwide.
then he went to PSG, AC Milan, LA Galaxy. He became the
In
global
Miami,
superstar that he is now.
That's a team.
I
Yeah.
disagree.
That's
He
another conversation for
before
another
he
day.
went to Real Madrid. He was already that famous.
He was.
He was not that
Famous
He
in
famous.
England.
was.
He was an
because even
English-
if you go and watch his documentary, the Real Madrid players were even like, shit, like this guy is coming here. Like you
No, but not
because he was
like I
one.
feel like when he went to Real Madrid.
No,
he
before
became
he
like
went
an
before he
actual
went to
Galactico,
Real Madrid,
like,
he was already that fashion icon. He was married to
Again,
this chick.
English.
No.
Like, don't let the
No.
English
No.
He was
Bro,
not a global
when
superstar.
he shaved his head in that United game and he
It
came
was
on.
English media.
It wasn't English media, bro. I'm telling you.
no, all I'm saying is that
You watch one documentary, all of a sudden, you like,
Wait.
No, it's not one documentary, but it's based on fact
He
too.
was famous in England.
relax, guys.
How old were you, Master? How old were you?
That's what we
I
are
know.
saying. That's what Farid is trying to
That's
say.
what I'm
No,
saying, like,
but no,
it
Farid is
elevates
saying
you to a
no, that's what
certain
Farid
level.
is saying.
I'm not
That's
saying that
exactly
Beckham,
what he's
nobody
saying.
knew Beckham. Oh.
He said that he was a local champion.
No.
But that's what he literally said, local lad.
I'm saying local.
He
He
was
was
a-
born in Manchester, but I'm saying like he wasn't as known. Like this catapulted him to new heights, like superstardom, the different level. But okay, fine.
No, but I became a superstar.
Superstar.
Boots deal, yes.
So all I'm saying, you became a
All those,
superstar.
Those endorsements, the the Pepsi
Exactly.
endorsements and all of those things. That's what I'm saying. That like he was already as big
The
as
Pepsi endorsement, he was at Madrid.
No.
He wasn't United. I remember that
no,
Pepsi.
it
I
was
remember-
before. 2002 World Cup.
2002, I'm thinking
Hey,
of- okay,
bro.
Sorry. Apologies. But
Okay,
no problem.
Beckham was that guy.
Agree to disagree.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is that the Beckham
well,
thing, the Beckham
And
thing.
I already talk about Beckham.
Yeah, I'm saying that like where you are, I also feel that's pain. Oh, Beckham was
Yeah, the
at-
local lads.
local lad.
essentially, yeah.
They said, oh, he's always going to stay.
Future captain.
Something has happened. He has left. He's leaving, or
Like Trent, he was just okay. Like he was like, okay, Liverpool did well.
People
thanks.
are always drawing the parallels to Gerrard.
See you
of course.
later, yeah.
Gerrard had those opportunities and he
He
stayed.
never left. He stayed and he was with us to the end. I mean, he didn't win the Premier League, but hey,
So do you think,
Yeah,
just to round off, do you think in 50 years' time, Trent will be looked at in the same way
one of the best right backs who ever played.
as
honestly.
some of, like, as even Carragher and Gerrard in Liverpool? Will he be welcomed
yes.
back? Will
Oh.
he be seen as a Liverpool legend?
Well, for me, he's already a legend.
Okay.
For what he has done for us, all the trophies. Because remember when he came, we didn't have Jack. Fuck all. Like,
I'll say he won you that Champions League.
yeah, he did so well.
Corner take it quickly.
Can I take it quickly?
That, I mean, for that alone,
Yeah.
even when we
Cemented,
require, we didn't rate him. So
Yeah.
then Trent, yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah,
So,
but all the
yeah.
best to Trent though. Like the reason why I
Man, I
say I
wish him well.
don't know if you do well in Real Madrid is because already that position is
Who plays there? Danny
Stuck.
Carvajal.
Carvajal plays there.
Valverde plays there right
plays there.
now.
But he's
Lucas-
not a right back.
Yeah, but he's filled in there.
but
And he's doing well.
Lucas
He
Vasquez
can play
plays.
anywhere.
Lucas Vasquez plays there as
Old
well.
man. He's old.
Carvajal is not old.
Is it the new Lucas Vasquez or the old number 21?
The old.
Yeah.
No, but he's what? He's like 20 something.
Don't be fooled. He get baby face. He grow past
grow crazy.
Vasquez. He grow fucking
He's almost 30, if not 30.
Yeah, but he's about the same age as what's his name?
Trent.
Trent Alexander.
Hey, thank you.
How old is he? Say it, say it.
Says we just
33.
33.
Yeah, he's a very
Don't
old
be
guy.
deceived though, Charlie. Baby face
Yeah.
assassin. Shit.
My mind boss.
He grow past.
This man is an old man.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Trent. You did well. Premier League is back. Hopefully Liverpool wins. Arsenal injury rules. Sorry, but yeah, that was
Yeah.
Sulia. See
Also-
you on the next episode.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games this weekend. Make sure you catch it.
And don't forget, you have to do it in fantasy. Fantasy is still on.
And the Sulia League is starting on Tuesday. Finally, the teams are out. Everyone's excited.
Peace.
Peace.
Sulia